Welcome back to our channel, where we provide updates and undisclosed narratives on Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family. We provide you with the exciting news. Catherine stuns world in best Jenny Packham Sheath moments as she shines in subtle ways. As soon as Princess Catherine put on a Jenny Packham sheath, seasoned royal observers thought they were seeing the start of a quietly revolutionary uniform. 6 years later, the silhouette has come to stand for her own style of modern monarchy. Simple yet well thought out, traditional but never boring, and always ready to turn royal authority into the language of current fashion. Bethan Holt, the fashion director at The Telegraph, has been following the couple from the beginning. She says, "When Catherine reaches for Packham, she is choosing clarity over theatrics. The sheath's slim lines are like an exclamation point. Whatever message she needs to send, the dress makes it stand out." Fans love the look since it is so clear to see. Hashtag Packham Perfection is a trending topic on social media every time the princess wears one of her favorite pencil dresses again. Fans praise how the outfit hugs her athletic figure while yet being modest. "Kate is the only one who can combine discipline and glamour like that," said one ex-user following her most recent excursion. But the simplicity is misleading. Each outfit is made to fit the season, the mood, and, most importantly, the time in royal history. Below, a deeper look at 7 of their most famous looks and the fashion waves they produced. 1. The Sapphire debut in Northern Ireland on February 28, 2019. During a tour of Ballymena, Catherine got her first custom Packham sheath. The knee-length dress was made of saturated sapphire crepe and had a soft midnight blue velvet collar that framed the princess's face. The matching waistline made her waist seem smaller. People at court said that the velvet reminded them of the Duchess of Cambridge's Royal Family Order ribbon, which was a classy way to show that she was becoming older. Accessories were just as important. Catherine wore the dress with Rupert Sanderson navy heels, a mulberry mock drock purse, and her diamond and sapphire drop earrings, which were presents from Prince William that used to belong to Diana, Princess of Wales. The callbacks were not missed. Dr. Lucinda Graham, a royal historian, adds, "Kate understood the power of continuity that day. By putting Diana's stones on velvet, she made a physical link between the past and the present." Fans went crazy online. One Instagram post stated, "We've got another Cambridge closet classic," and it earned more than 60,000 likes in 3 hours. The Belfast Telegraph's main page even turned away from politics to headline Ballymena's Blue Heaven. 2. White with black accents, May 5, 2023, the week of the Coronation. Fast forward to the excitement around the rehearsals for King Charles III's coronation. Catherine chose a chalk-white Packham sheath with thin black piping around the edges for a stroll along the Mall and a Commonwealth lunch. The couture-level detail, a belt that was as crisp as origami and pinched the waist, much like the straight lines of Queen Elizabeth II's coronation robes, which are currently on exhibit at Westminster Abbey. Even though it was simple, the style had hidden meaning. Rochelle White, a famous stylist, says, "White communicates service and unity." Catherine used the belt to add just the right amount of contrast, making a graphic cue that kept cameras focused on her midsection, which was the literal center of the new reign. The royal TikTok channel, @MonarchyMinute, got 2.3 million views breaking down the outfit's design, while customers rushed L.K. Bennett's website hunting for the princess's two-tone Dora purse, which sold out in less than an hour. 3. Midnight Mourning, Windsor, September 10, 2022. 3 days after Queen Elizabeth died, Catherine visited those who were grieving outside Windsor Castle in a jet-black Packham sheath. The dress was so well-fitted that fashion journalists thought it was couture from an Italian house at first. Instead, Packham Studio made the popular shape again using a silk wool fail that looked virtually matte in photos, following the rules. The dress's architectural shoulders, soft bateau neckline, and hidden zipper that kept the lines clean made it seem dramatic in person. Fashion psychologist Dr. Don Caron says, "Mourning clothes are a masterclass in restraint." By not adding anything extra, Catherine let the country's sadness speak for itself while still showing strength. People on Twitter were really thankful. One person said, "The princess looks like a pillar of strength," and 40,000 people retweeted it. List, a retail site, said that searches for black sheath dress went up by 185% in only 24 hours. 4. Bateau at the Royal Albert Hall's Festival of Remembrance on November 9, 2019. Catherine brought back her Packham design in a very dark navy color for the yearly ceremony honoring fallen soldiers. Under stage lighting, the color seemed almost black. The Bateau neckline highlighted her diamond and pearl Bahrain drop earrings, which Queen Elizabeth II wore on her wedding day in 1947. A dark velvet waistline that matched the feel and color of her sapphire debut made a hidden connection between service and memory. Elizabeth Holmes, a fashion expert, said on her Instagram series So Many Thoughts that Kate's velvet waistbands work like military insignia, subtle bars of honor that show status. The post got more than 120,000 likes and a lot of comments praising the princess for wearing on message. 5. Cerulean lapels in Canada, Victoria, on September 29, 2016, and in London on October 31, 2018. Some shapes get to perform again and again. Catherine's cerulean Packham, which has peaked shoulders, flap lapels, and a tonal belt, first showed up on the 2016 Canada tour, which made many think of the Pacific sky. She wore sapphire Kiki McDonough oval drops and new Gianvito Rossi shoes with it, letting the bright color tell the story. The outfit came back to light at London's Imperial War Museum 2 years later. This time, Catherine changed up the nude shoes for Prussian blue suede ones and put a poppy appeal brooch with diamonds on it. Alexandra Shulman, a former editor of British Vogue, called the change the quiet power of accessories. It shows how one piece of clothing can tell different stories across geographies. CTV, a Canadian TV station, aired a piece called Kate's Greatest Hits that included public vox pops. One person said, "She's like a walking Pantone chip. Every time she steps out, Canada feels color-matched." The video has already been seen 1.8 million times on YouTube. 6. Nautical white during Trooping the Color on June 15, 2024. Trooping the Color 2024 was a great example of marine style. Catherine wore a clean white Packham sheath with a blue ribbon that curled into an uneven bow at her left shoulder. This was a conscious nod to the striped accessories that Diana, Princess of Wales, used to wear. Philip Tracy, a milliner, made a sculpted feathered hat in optic white. The wide brim of the hat echoed the curvature of the bow. People liken the outfit to naval uniform whites, which fit in well with the procession's ceremonial perfection. Laura Antonia Jordan, Grazia's royal journalist, said the style was Bond Girl meets Britannia. And the royal Instagram account @RoyalFashionPolice said, "The bow heard around the world." It got 50,000 likes in one day. Within hours, nautical-inspired dresses swamped ASOS and Rice, foreshadowing the sales frenzy. According to analytics company Edited, searches for white dress navy trim jumped 42%. 7. The Silver Fern Tribute, Wellington, April 10, 2014. Packham's effect on Catherine's diplomatic style became clear early on in the 2014 New Zealand visit. Instead of a typical sheath dress, the princess picked a black crepe Packham party dress that came down to her shins and had a shiny silver fern on the right shoulder, which is New Zealand's national symbol. The dress was technically looser than her subsequent sheaths, but it still had 3 things that made it stand out: a bateau neckline, bracelet sleeves, and a thin ribbon waistbelt. Kiwi designer Karen Walker says, "Jenny Packham knows that dressing royals is a form of diplomacy. That silver fern was worth 1,000 speeches." The symbolism worked. The Dominion Post, a local newspaper, ran a special pullout of Catherine on its first page with the title "Phenomenal." At the same time, Agnes Anderson, who owns a store in Wellington, said that requests for evening gowns with floral embroidery had gone up by 300%. She smiles and says, "We had brides asking for silver ferns on their gowns for the rest of the season." Why the sheath still works. What keeps this shape going? Tailors say that Packham's careful seaming is what makes the clothes fit so well. Darts come out from the breast, waist, and hips, shaping the body without restricting it. Catherine can crouch next to kids, ascend the stairs of the castle, or get into a helicopter without pulling a hem thanks to the fabric's subtle flexibility. The long sleeves of the dress keep her modest, and the knee-length hem lets her move freely in the stands or aisles of a church. But the real secret is that it can be broken down into parts. Danielle Stacy, the royal style editor for Hello magazine, adds, "Change the collar depth, swap velvet for satin, move the belt, and all of a sudden you have a new statement." Fans agree. Comment sections are full of arguments over little variations in the breadth of the waistline or the neckline sweep. That forensic precision makes each presentation seem like a separate occasion, like a royal cipher in dress. Packham and the Princess, a relationship that works together. People in the industry say that Packham always has a block design called HRH S24, Her Royal Highness, size 24 UK in the house's custom numbering, ready to go. When a state visit is announced, Catherine's private secretary tells her about the lighting, seats, and camera angles at the location. Packham's team then changes the weight and color of the cloth to make sure the pictures come out perfectly. A former studio assistant said, "They do print tests in-house so that the dress looks like one solid color whether it's shot by press pool flashes or a smartphone." The partnership between the two brands is good for both of them. Packham's sales have apparently gone up by 27% since 2011, according to the so-called Kate effect. Packham sheaths are priced between £1,200 and £3,500 on Net-a-Porter, and there are typically more than 1,000 people on the wait list. Royal endorsements may be worth a lot, but in this situation, the effect on the budget can be measured. Where the story goes next. The Packham sheath will change again in the following decade, when Catherine is likely to become queen consort. People who know say that the state banquets in the winter should use thicker brocades, and the receptions at Buckingham Palace should use glazed silks. Lauren Kinnaird, who is in charge of the royal jewelry collection, says that there will be more purposeful gemstone echoes. For example, an emerald waistline may seem like the Ladies of Delhi choker, and ruby pin-tucked cuffs could look like the Greville collection. Fans are already making lists of things they want. One remark on @DuchessStyleFile says, "Bring on the regal purples," and it got 5,000 likes in less than an hour. For experts, the fun part is seeing Catherine mix the seriousness of being a queen with the need for stability. Bethan Holt sums it up well. If the sheath is her signature, the embellishment becomes her biography. A silhouette for all time. Catherine's Packham sheaths are an example of careful repetition in a fashion world that swings between fast trend chaos and algorithmic homogeneity. Each wear is like a palimpsest that shows the path from duchess to future queen. And every time that silky crepe glides by flashing cameras, spectators and analysts get a little electric rush from watching history etched in stitches. The princess may change materials or exchange belts, but the message is clear. Elegance doesn't have to scream. It may communicate with perfect clarity. Thank you for watching the video. Which is the best one? Which do you like the most? Please let us know your thoughts, and goodbye for now.